Cutie Cinderella apologizes for defending the FaZe Clan's homophobic dancing. LA streamers are literally burning bridges faster than Hassan shocks his dog for stepping off of its bed. New evidence surfaces showing Imru's violent abuse on Mizkif with plushies. Asmongold exposes Mizkif for view botting to keep his viewership from dying. Welcome back, boys. It's another day in the LA streamer apocalypse. Make sure you like the video. Also, if you really want to help me out, hit the hype button down below. It's completely free to use and it's to help boost newer channels. And I would really appreciate it if y'all would hype the video. That would be amazing. I cannot do this alone. We can only do this together. Let's get into it. But this is FaZe Clan. This is the homophobic joke that supposedly got FaZe Clan in so much trouble that Cutie Cinderella got caught in a massive amount of backlash from the woke audience for, was defending this for saying that she would still collaborate with FaZe Clan after this.
You ready for girls' night?
I'm hyped for
Oh my goodness, girly pop. Here, jump up and down. I'll give you girly pop.
Change the bathroom. He looks so good.
You're such a cutie. Here, let's do it. Wait. Girly pop, girly pop, girly pop. Girly pop, girly pop, girly pop. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Now, obviously it's not that funny of a joke, but I would not call that homophobic. And I definitely would not call it worthy of dropping one of the most ridiculous, smallest violin in the world apologies that I have ever seen.
If you don't think there's a few people in here that are saying I don't need to apologize. If you don't think I need to apologize, then this apology isn't for you.
Wait, an apology? No. For what?
So you don't need it. But regardless, if I hurt anyone, I like to apologize to people that I've hurt. And that's just something about me.
What?
Sorry for the hurt that I've caused people.
Oh my God, the hurt.
Chat, this inherently makes some of the FaZe guys look like racist or homophobic. Like, if there's nothing to apologize for and you make an apology, it means that there's wrongdoing. And you're kind of shoveling that back onto them.
This is not about...
I don't know why you would do that.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't think there's a few people in here...
I'm so sorry for the people that I hurt by collaborating with these people, these comedians, making these girly pop jokes. I'm so sorry for everyone that I hurt, like holy cow. But FaZe Clan responds saying that they're all slaves to their communities, slaves to their audiences, so quick to cancel someone over a simple joke, and it's ridiculous. It is.
With her statements, you were not uncomfortable with your statements. You're literally just anything your community says, you realize you're like, what? You have a filter, it seems like what are you doing?
You're going to make.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's saying she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable with what Cutie's saying. What is...
But people who know...
It seems to be whatever your community says, you get worried about. You get worried about what your community says because that's how you make your money. And you have to do it exactly what they say. You don't. This isn't real fans, by the way. Fans aren't just fans for holding you accountable. Fans are people that support you and understand your point of view or your statements. Anything that your community says, it seems like you just agree with instantly. How are people going to call us homophobic and transphobic? We've never even... What have we done that's anywhere near that? We fucking saved the gay dude from killing himself, for God's sake. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how is this even a comfortable with her statements?
No, they're absolutely terrified. They are absolutely terrified. They are slaves to their audiences. They will turn on you like a dime. They are famous for burning bridges. Who could have known that the LA streamer scene was as fake as Hollywood? It's going to make Hollywood look like a cakewalk with how these people conduct their business. But Stable Ronaldo again reacts to Valkyrie talking about Cutie Cinderella, saying that he thought they were friends. But how wrong was he this whole time?
You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, you know.
Are they not friends?
Like, you're
just together with us.
woman I know. And it also is just, you know, you being so white.
Oh God.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But it
doesn't help.
Like, I know her. I know.
Yo. Is the Poggers community at all friends, or is it just like a social climbing ladder? I'm genuinely curious.
Like, while she might be right about the fact that Cutie Cinderella is getting backlash from the woke mob simply because she is white, it's also inherently insanely racist to say. It's like saying, well, you're black, so if you get pulled over, if you go to jail, it's because you're so black. Like, it's racist. It's so racist. Like, I'm afraid that is like a dangerous thing just to say, and in a context of a hypothetical or as a metaphor. Like, are you kidding me? Change that race to anything. Change it from white to anything. That is some of the most racist shit I think I have ever heard come out of Valkyrie's mouth. Like, and they're supposed to be friends? They're friends? I wouldn't call that my friend. I would call that maybe a business acquaintance that I actually hate in private. But believe all victims, Pokimane has been incredibly silent about the essay by Zoe Spencer because it does not fit her said narrative and controversy because she is an absolute grifter.
So she ain't seen it. She ain't said a single fucking thing about this. Meanwhile, she's talking about believe victims, about Zoe Spencer. Yeah, that was the other one. Sorry, I forget her name. And the fact is that's the reason why I am just so annoyed by people like this, is because you say shit like this, but you don't really believe it.
Nope.
You don't actually fucking believe this shit, and you use these different social issues as advertising. That's what you do, man, not those victims, right? And so that's really the problem. And I'm not trying to, listen, like, I'm not, anybody trying to make fun of her appearance, make comments on her appearance, I'm not about that. I don't need to do that. I don't care about that. It's not important. The issue with the words. And so just get that stupid shit out of your head. The point is, though, is y'all have been fake. It is fake as fuck for you to tweet out and have opinions on Dr. Disrespect and all these other types of sexual assault, but not go out and call out these two girls that are doing it. And do you want to know the reason why? I think the reason why is that these girls are afraid to do it. They don't want to say it. They don't want to call it out, and they don't want to say it with their full chest because they're afraid they might get canceled by their toxic, like their toxic femcel audience.
Yep.
I think a lot of these girls, in the same way that guys have toxic incel audiences, girls have toxic femcel audiences. And there's a lot of these girls that are super emotional, hyper politically conscious, you know, while they're tweeting on an iPhone made by a slave with cobalt that was made by dead slave children. You know, like, oh, I can't believe you would say this. You can't be friends with this person, you know, from my iPhone. But anyway, I see this shit. It's so fucking annoying, right? It's so absolutely fucking annoying. And I am so glad to see that it is finally Ouroborosing itself.
It's very obvious it's because their audience captured and it doesn't fit their narrative, and they are so terrified. These LA streamers are so terrified of actually breaking away from their narrative and getting canceled that they refuse to even defend real victims whenever the evidence is on camera and everything is so plainly obvious who is in the wrong. But of course, new evidence has surfaced of Mizkif and his alleged, you know, his violent abuse by Emeru with plushies, what the man was getting clowned on for so long because evidently, you know, he's a victim. He's a victim. Emeru was violent too, he says, and here it is.
It got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument.
I've never seen Emeru so happy.
He is such a little weasel. Like, he is such a little joke. This man's ego is as fragile as can get. He has the smallest ego in the world. Anytime someone gets more viewers than him, says anything he doesn't like, he instantly loses control of his emotions, and that's why he's more of a boy than a man. But of course, there is more evidence to prove this, to prove the contrary, of how much of a grifter Mizkif actually is, how much of a literal, only clout chasing grifter he actually is. And here it is.
No, I actually don't want you to go. My grandma would kill me if I brought you.
Why, I'm white?
No, it's because you're like a fucking psychopath.
Oh, I don't want to be psycho.
Miz, when you're normal, even at parties, you stand around like this with a drink, and then you walk up to people and you're like, you know, I wouldn't talk to you if your viewership wasn't as high. You know? Like, that's literally what you do all the fucking time. You bring up viewership even at parties.
Wow.
You're so annoying. You're so annoying.
Chat, because these people aren't real, dude. I don't take
You're
any of
not
you seriously because
fucking
you're
real.
not.
You're a fucking ego asshole.
Because I don't take any of you seriously because you're not actually my friends.
Wow.
You literally bitch. You're so annoying.
What's the point of taking you
You're
all
so
seriously?
fucking
I don't
annoying.
care about you, any of you.
Can you play the song, please? Because you're gonna make me cry.
Cinna, all of you to me are just, you know what you are? You're all just numbers. I swear
Yep.
to God, I'll go.
No,
Cash cows. He said it himself. They're all just cash cows. He is a clout chasing fool. Obviously, he is a grifter. He has been fake from the start, as are all of the LA and Austin streamers, I would say. Besides the good ones, Tectone, Asmon, Gold Emeru, all of them, they're great. But these LA streamers and a few of these Austin streamers are so freaking self-consumed. They are so self-consumed with what basing their ego off of a number on a screen, basing who they are as a person off of the viewers that watch them, and it's ridiculous. It is so backwards to the way everything and everyone else works in society. These people are insane. They deserve to be in a mental institution or an insane asylum. Bring the insane asylums back. But of course, Fan alleges that streamers told her Mizkif might be botting, and it might be the case.
One thing I do know, though. One thing I do know, actually, that other streamers brought to my attention and is the only reason why I did know, the only reason why I found out that botting was a thing was about Mizkif. That is the only thing.
So obviously there is more to this story. There's a lot more to this story. Asmongold also thinks Mizkif might be botting because even though he is losing followers, it appears that his viewer count, whenever he goes live, just seems to spike to the max automatically right off the bat, which if you don't know, normally views build up over an hour to 2 hours. They don't normally just kick right off and take off as fast as possible.
So he's been losing followers for a while now. Not even really since this, but just for a bit. Damn. So he's basically right now at 2025 negative 9,000. That's pretty bad. September 29th, obviously botting. Now
that's not a normal graph.
This does look, now let me tell you something, right? Now I've seen a lot of graphs in my day.
This is
graph. Not a good graph.
Yeah, that's a bad graph.
This graph does not look good. Do I think he's botting? Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
100% he's botting. Absolutely. It's obvious. Now, I'm not sure about it, but I think he is. I think for sure, right? I mean, you look at that and show yours. Yeah, sure, I can show mine. There it is.
Yeah, that's normal.
Pretty consistent. Goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, stays up, then goes down slowly, and then it goes down, right? It's real simple, right? That's the way a graph is supposed to look.
Yeah,
you go
curve.
look. I'm just gonna click on another random one, right? Goes up again, and then it went down super fast. There it is done. So that's it. 100% not sure. Yeah, it's a bell curve, right? So no intro helps with the instant viewers. Yeah, exactly. I don't even have an intro or anything like that. So like people just like pop in immediately. But like you can see also like people, like you see at most normal graphs hit their peak viewership and they climb to that peak viewership within about 2 hours of the stream. So I pull up a song. I'm gonna pull up random stream. It took him about 2 hours.
Yeah, Mizkif is obviously allegedly. Mizkif is allegedly botting to try to hide his follower decline on Twitch, which is just the more hilarious. The man cares about views more than he does having a wife and children one day and living the normal human dream. Instead, he wants to live his life on camera and do anything for the clout, do anything for the fame. He is a clout chasing moron. But of course, because of the backlash, backlash, he has turned off comments on all of his YouTube videos. All of them, which is insane.
About how Mizkif disabled all of his comments on YouTube. Let me see if I find it. I don't even know if this is true or not. It seems like you can make a comment on this one. Comments are turned off. Comments are turned off. Comments are turned off. One more. Comments, they're turned off. What about like all the way back to like right here? Still off.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
So he went through and turned all of this shit off. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, he's scared. He is scared. That is insane. That is ridiculous. But of course, obviously, Asmongold says, I have been waiting for this day regarding the QT Cinderella drama and the absolute hellscape that has become the LA streamer world. He says he's been waiting for this day for years. The purity test has become so disconnected from reality that even rational, woke people get canceled for not wanting to cut off their father or, you know, cut off Lacey for his dancing and having fun and saying, you know, pop queen or whatever the fuck he was saying. Anyways, boys, what do y'all think about that? Paper or plastic? Do you guys think the LA streamers and Mizkif are paper, or are they plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad, baby. I'm gonna go with plastic. I think they're plastic as fuck. Plastic through and through. They're basically mannequins, boys. You heard it from Mizkif himself. They are all clout chasing. None of them are actually friends with one another. They are insane. They have lost the plot in the view chasing world. Okay, they're ridiculous. They care more about views than having a wife and children, which is just proven at this point. But anyways, boys, make sure you hype the video. Remember, it's free. It's for new YouTubers. I would really appreciate it. I cannot do this by myself. We can only do this together. And make sure you like the video and subscribe. That's gonna be it for me. I love all of you. GG's, boys. Peace.